Have you ever woken up with your mind already racing, burdened with stress before the day even begins? Imagine carrying the weight of an entire empire on your shoulders, knowing every decision could decide the fate of millions. How did Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, wake up and still find peace within himself each morning? In our modern world, mornings often start with chaos, endless notifications, rushing schedules, and a restless mind. Yet nearly 2,000 years ago, Marcus Aurelius designed a morning routine that helped him master his thoughts, steady his emotions, and lead with calm strength. Could his timeless ritual be the missing key to your inner peace? What if the secret to overcoming anxiety, stress, and emotional turbulence isn't a new productivity hack or self-help trick, but the ancient wisdom of a Stoic emperor? What if the way Marcus Aurelius began each day could reshape the way you live yours? Welcome to Stoic Blend, where ancient wisdom meets modern life. Today, we will explore Marcus Aurelius's morning routine, uncovering how this daily practice helped him defeat stress and build lasting inner calm, and how you can apply it to transform your mornings and your mindset. Part 1. Waking with Purpose. Remembering your duty. Marcus Aurelius begins his meditations with a striking reminder to himself. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for, the things I was brought into the world to do? Think about that. While most of us hit snooze, complain about mornings, or drag ourselves out of bed half resentful, Marcus reframed waking up as a call to purpose. For him, rising was not about comfort. It was about duty. Duty to live in accordance with nature, reason, and virtue. Picture the office worker who dreads Monday mornings, feeling stuck and uninspired. Instead of repeating, I hate Mondays, what if he echoed Marcus? I was born for this, to work with others, to use my reason, to improve the world around me. The shift is subtle, but it transforms resentment into responsibility. We often forget our mornings set the tone for the day. If we start with complaint, we feed negativity. If we start with purpose, we unlock calm strength. Ask yourself, do I rise to escape the bed, or do I rise to embrace life's calling? Part 2. Facing challenges before they arrive. Preparing the mind. Marcus famously wrote, when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. But I have seen the beauty of good and the ugliness of evil, and I recognize that the wrongdoer has a nature related to my own. This isn't pessimism, it's preparation. Marcus knew mornings weren't just about energy, they were about armor. He expected difficulties so that when they arrived, he wasn't shaken. Imagine waking before a stressful meeting. Most people replay worries. What if I fail? What if they criticize me? Instead, Stoic preparation says, yes, people may criticize. Yes, challenges may come. But I choose to stay calm, because I cannot control their actions, only my response. Each morning, take 2 minutes to anticipate the day's obstacles. Say to yourself, difficult people may appear. Stress will rise. But none of this can disturb my inner calm unless I allow it. By rehearsing adversity, you disarm its surprise. Wouldn't you rather face chaos fully prepared, instead of blindsided by it? Part 3. Grounding in the present. A Stoic meditation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. For him, mornings were not just about planning, but about perspective. He reminded himself of mortality, memento mori, not to depress, but to focus. If today might be his last, how would he want to live it? A young father wakes stressed about deadlines. But as he watches his child eat breakfast, he pauses. If this morning were my last, would I want to waste it in worry or spend it fully present? That shift transforms anxiety into gratitude. When you rise, breathe deeply and tell yourself, this day is a gift. This morning will not come again. By grounding in presence, you stop chasing what hasn't happened and stop regretting what has passed. You stand in calm awareness. Stress often comes from living in yesterday or tomorrow. Calm comes from returning to today. Part 4. Aligning with nature, living as part of the whole. Marcus often wrote about living according to nature. For him, mornings were a reminder that he was part of something greater. The cosmos, humanity, duty itself. He wrote, constantly regard the universe as one living being, having one substance and one soul, and observe how all things have reference to one perception, the perception of this one living being. Think of someone checking their phone the moment they wake, overwhelmed by comparison and news. Instead, Marcus would have them step outside, feel the morning air, notice the rising sun, and remember, I am part of this greater order. My problems are smaller than I think. Before reaching for your phone, step outside or sit quietly. Remind yourself, I am part of nature, not separate from it. My role is to contribute, not to complain. This grounds you in perspective beyond your personal stress. If Marcus could carry an empire with calm perspective, why can't we carry our small burdens with the same mindset? Part 5. Writing for clarity. Morning reflection. Meditations itself was Marcus Aurelius's journal written mostly in the mornings. He used writing as a tool for clarity, not for art or audience. Quote, when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. A student overwhelmed by exams spends 5 minutes journaling, writing fears, reframing thoughts, reminding himself of what is in his control. He closes the notebook, calmer, steadier, clearer. Each morning, write one paragraph. What you fear today, what you hope for, and what is within your control. This mirrors Marcus's practice, shaping thoughts before the day shapes you. Writing is self-conversation. It is choosing your mind's tone before the world imposes one on you. Part 6. The power of simplicity. No need for complexity. Marcus's morning routine wasn't filled with rituals, apps, or complicated systems. It was built on simple reflections, grounded thoughts, and calm reminders. That simplicity was its strength. While today we look for the perfect morning routine with supplements, yoga, meditation apps, and productivity hacks, Marcus needed nothing more than his mind, his pen, and his perspective. Don't overcomplicate. Choose 1 or 2 practices from Marcus Aurelius's morning routine, whether reflection, anticipation of challenges, or journaling, and apply them consistently. Simplicity sustains habits. Isn't it better to practice one simple habit daily than to chase dozens of hacks and abandon them after a week? Let's recap. Wake with purpose, rise to your duty, not to your comfort. Prepare for challenges, expect them, and you won't be disturbed. Ground in presence today is a gift. Live it fully. Remember your place in nature. Your problems are small compared to the whole. Write for clarity, shape your mind before the world does. This was Marcus Aurelius's morning routine, a timeless path to defeating stress and building inner calm. Now, I ask you, which part of his routine speaks to you most? And how will you apply it tomorrow morning? Share your thoughts in the comments, I'd love to hear. If this video brought you value, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Stoic Blend, where ancient wisdom meets modern life. Until next time. May you rise each morning with the calm strength of Marcus Aurelius.